Hey everyone, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ruth Perkinson, and I'm so glad you guys are here with me today for another installment of Tips and Tricks of the Spiritual Trade. I have been a student of A Course in Miracles for about 10 years now, and this teaching truly has changed my life in so many ways. And perhaps in another video, I'll share some of those experiences with you. But for today, what I want to do is I really want to try to really help everyone understand the difference between projection and extension. The ego projects and the Holy Spirit extends, which is a way different energy than the ego is. So what I want you guys to do is just take a moment and pause the video and get 2 pieces of paper and a pen. And I think this will really help you guys so much. I'm visually challenged, and so what I'm trying to do is make these diagrams and these charts that are helpful for me, and then I think they're also perhaps helpful for you. So just pause the video and get 2 pieces of paper and a pen. All right. The first thing we're going to do is just recap for a moment, which is remember that the thought comes first. So who you're thinking with. Am I thinking with the ego or am I thinking with spirit? And remember, the thought always comes first. It's about the mind. Remember, mind over matter. This is the matter down here, and the mind is invisible. Okay, so we're really getting in touch with the mind. Who you're thinking with, okay? Ego or spirit, and then you'll know by how you feel, how that information comes down and how you feel. So you think a very loving thought, you're going to feel very loving. And then oftentimes we behave that way, of course. So just be very vigilant as you go through your day to be reminded of, as best you can, who am I thinking with? Am I thinking with, the wrong-minded ego or right-minded spirit? And we've talked about this in some videos already, so go back and check those out. All right, so let's take a look at this first chart, this first diagram, which is the ego. The ego projects, okay? It throws out blame, it throws out separation, it throws out guilt, it throws out fear. It's a projector. This is the great macro projector, and you're like this little micro projector in the great macro projector. And at the end of the day, this is a little quick tip for a lot of you guys, you are the macro projector. You really are the dreamer of the dream of separation. It's a very big teaching, but we'll come back to that in a later video. Anyway, so this is the ego, which projects, and it's projecting the error or the mistake. Some people call this the sin. This is at cause level. And the guilt, all the pain, the suffering, everything is being projected at the macro level. And also the fear, okay? This is the ego's storyline. These are all where your grievances come from. It's sin, guilt, and fear. That's at the cause level, which is the mind. And then down here is the effect in the world of form. We have all these people down here in the world of form. And what we're doing on a daily basis is we're making everybody wrong, aren't we? So what the ego will do is it will project onto somebody else separation, guilt, or fear in some way, shape, or form, makes them wrong. And then the other being will project back onto you separation, guilt, or fear in some way, shape, or form. It's all about grievances down here. So the ego is always separating and attacking. And it's coming from that thought system of sin, guilt, and fear. This little part right here, this little block, this little line right here, it really is a block. So you are blocking, blocking, blocking. And so part of what A Course in Miracles is talking about is removing the blocks to the awareness of love's presence. So anytime you're projecting onto somebody or they're projecting onto you, it's coming from the thought system of the ego, which is always separating and always attacking, or it's defending as well. So it's either attacking or defending. So this is a really nice chart of what the ego mind is doing. So I'll kind of just sit back here for a moment so you can see that. And you can probably pause the video and make your little chart there. Teach your children that the cause of all their problems down here is coming from how they're thinking with the ego mind. The ego projects. And then the Holy Spirit, or spirit, extends. And so this is the chart for spirit. And so what the Holy Spirit does, it extends love and forgiveness. And the Holy Spirit unites. The Holy Spirit reminds you of your innocence and also of love. And so what you're doing down here, so this is the Holy Spirit thought system. This is, again, mind. And then down here, what you're doing with your brothers and your sisters is you are seeing them, bring this down a little bit, you are seeing them with love and forgiveness. And you're drawing upon the Holy Spirit's thought system of love and forgiveness. So whatever you're seeing in your brother or sister, whatever grievance you might be seeing in the ego, you stop yourself and go, oh, I was thinking with the ego, that like on that other chart. And then you go, okay, I was seeing my brother or sister as guilty of something, okay? And in truth, none of it's real. So what you want to do is draw upon the unity and the innocence and the love of your brothers and sisters from that thought system in the mind of spirit, and send that message to them that they are a pure spirit, that they're innocent and they're whole and they're loving. Again, it's at the mind level. Okay, so you're thinking of these beings at the mind level. This is at that cause level. So every time you look at your brother or your sister, you want to think with love and forgiveness and bring it back up to spirit. So you're bringing up all these grievances up to spirit to be healed at the mind level. We have to heal the split mind by drawing upon the cause. You have to take a step back, and everything is coming from the cause level. And that's what has gotten us down here in the world of form. So again, you want to address the ego is projecting the storyline of sin, guilt, and fear, which is completely false. And the Holy Spirit is extending love and forgiveness out to your brothers and sisters. Okay? So do your best as you walk through this world of form, this world of separation, and begin really think about who you're thinking with. Am I thinking with love and forgiveness, which is the right zone to be in, or am I thinking with a grievance? Are you in the kind mind, or are you in the grind mind? Are you grinding out grievances with everybody? If you are, you're attacking yourself and you're attacking somebody else. That's projection. If you're in the kind mind, you are absolutely in that space of innocence for you and everyone else. And that thought is going out to those beings specifically and coming back to you. And you're canceling out all of the grievances as you work with your kind mind. So be kind, be loving, be helpful, and really begin to understand that everything that you're doing in this world is coming from the mind. And A Course in Miracles is really teaching us it's not about the resurrection of the body. It's about the resurrection of your mind. And how do you do it? You do it through true forgiveness. You do it through love. And you do it through the Holy Spirit extending to you and again out to your brothers and sisters. All right, I hope you found this helpful today. I'm doing the best I can to open source all these teachings so that you guys can really get good examples, little diagrams to help you as you walk through this world. You are the way, you are the truth, and you are the life. And it's all in the mind. I love you, love you, love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, bye.